Welcome by Zodiak Television, program yake ndiya Sports Access koma this one the World Cup special kapena kuti kukambirana zokhuzana ndi mmene FIFA World Cup ya 2026 ikuendera ku USA, Canada komanso Mexico, ena amati Mexico malingana ndi mmene anthu amachitira pronounce. Koma titero ndithu kuti the FIFA World Cup is here, first round ya magame kapena kuti timu iliyonse yakwanisa kusera ndithu masera amodzi kupatula koma timu amene ali mu group A komanso patla amene ali mu group B amene wasera masero awiri. Of course ena ambakale kudziwa kuti kodi akulowera kuti mwachitsanzo eni khomo a Mexico adziwa kuti pakadali pano afika kale ndime yachipulula, komanso South Africa pang'onong'ono inatsala kutuluka mu mpikisano umeneyo, koma iyayi awapulumuka adikirirabe the final game imene akuzakumana ndi South Korea kuti tizaone kuti adzafika mu ndime yachipulula kapena ayi. Mu studio muno ndi makosana atatu amene timakhala nawo, of course mmodzi ndi wachilendo koma awiri they are usual faces. Pare Chinyama, Henry Gome, komanso ndi Fernando Nyembo kuchokera ku DRC, of course is based here pakadali pano kuno ku Malawi. Monga takuchira dzina la DRC mwadzi wakale why Fernando is here kuti tikambirane zokhuzana ndi the FIFA World Cup. Ndipereke moni kuyambira kwa Pare, tathokoza Pare kuti tili modzi program yalero.
Yeah, tithokoza kwambiri. Mukuti cha World Cup special.
Yes.
Yeah, imene imafunika.
You can actually take a look there.
Yeah, World Cup special. I think thank you so much. Tione kuti tikamba zotani.
That's a nice suit you got on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I wanted nazo lero nama suti. Yeah, nama suti. Gome, tathokoza kwambiri kuti modzi program yatero.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bright. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Fernando, welcome to Zodiac. First time here.
Yeah, first time.
First time here. Okay. You've been here for how long?
Close to 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
nice.
a student at ABC. African Bible College, and I'm majoring in a bachelor degree of science in audiology. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's Fernando there. He's from DRC originally, but Pakadalipano is right here.
I actually thought you'd be putting on a DRC jersey. I mean, they are there at the World Cup.
I thought of
started on a high note.
Of course, I thought of putting on jersey back because they told me to put on the so happy.
Do you speak a bit of Chichewa as of now?
Yeah, some of the words mixing with
like Monia Kamadziwa, Monia.
That is a basic.
Okay, so this is the World Cup. The reason why we've brought you here is basically to talk about DRC. You know what they've done? They have stopped one of the greatest players in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo, to score. Of course, it ended 1-1. Wisa scored that one. How are you feeling? I mean, as someone from DRC, how do you feel watching your team play at the world stage?
Oh, thank you for the questions. For me, I can say I feel all the feels because I was expecting my team to win Portugal. Yeah, and so what happened? It happened, but I'm not satisfied with the result because I was expecting to win Portugal because I know how my team is capable, how the determination. So, but I'm not really satisfied, but I'm fine.
Okay. So you organized a watch party, so to say, where you gathered some DRC nationals here in the city of Lilongwe to watch that game. How was the atmosphere? And I mean, coming together, people from DRC to have fun. How was it?
Oh, that was so amazing. And we didn't only gather people from DRC, but I mean for different nations, different communities, especially Malawians. They're there to support us since they won. So, and the other people from Cameroon, Rwanda, a lot of people were there. They're in DRC jerseys. We couldn't recognize them because everyone was DRC. So DRC was representing Africa. So it was so amazing to have people there supporting us. How the atmosphere was there, it was so amazing.
Okay, so before I end with you, South Africa has complained that Africa is not giving them the support that they need at the World Cup. I think it is a different feeling. Is it a different feeling from your side as DRC?
I can say Yes and no, but you know, this is football. Football is something which brings people together, although despite the background, political, something like that. What is happening in South Africa, it's politics. So people shouldn't mix the feelings, politics and football. We have to support South Africa because it's our brother, African brothers. We have to support them in this situation, and then after we'll see what we can do with them. Yeah.
We'll go back to the politics after the World Cup.
Yeah, after the World Cup. Okay.
But Pari has a different opinion to that. Pari,
Because they're chasing us whilst the World Cup is on.
Ineyo silingatenge mbali ya South Africa. Tisafunidwe panopa chifukwa cha World Cup. Of course, ndigilizana naye pamwe ni maganizo yake. Koma there are Congolese in South Africa, you know.
Yeah.
Congolese in South Africa and they are victimized by. Ineyo tikanena zona South Africa suti ndinadana nayo kwambira kalekale. Koma zomwe zikuchitika pakati apa asonyeza kuti ngati iwo sakukondana ndi munthu nzawo wa ku Africa kuno. We should be fair akonde ifanya azamba sokone kuti ati kutenga ntchito zawo fati kapita kwa kuti makatenga ntchito zawo ena kumane kuti aya kwatira azilongo athu zinthu zimene akakanika komano pankhani ya mpirayi I would rather go for any other country in Africa or even in Europe ngati kumenya ndi South Africa I'll be against South Africa whatever the case is inezi kuti ineyo singasa for the South Africa.
I saw a certain comment on social media that someone said because they have drawn and I think it was on one of the media platforms in South Africa, they carried that story to say South Africa put on a massive performance that have helped them end a draw against the Shekia. And someone said even if Shekia were to lose, we would still support Zikachitika.
I would still support the stadium if they are playing alone.
If they are playing alone, we would support the stadium or the referee. But I know the frustration.
One of my brothers told me that South Africa, if he's playing, even if he's playing with FC Satan, I'll support FC Satan.
But Bright, I think coming back to DRC, DRC played very well against Portugal. Because if you look at Portugal are actually going to this World Cup as one of the favorites. Okay, they have great players, world-class players, you know, that we all know. But I was actually very much interested in the DRC squad. If you look at the DRC squad, there's no locally based player in that particular squad. All those players are playing across the continent. Most of them are playing in Europe. Big clubs. You have the likes of Wan-Bissaka, who has played for Manchester United before. Now he's at West Ham. Okay, you have the likes of Noah Sadiq, who is at Sunderland. The likes of Twanzebe, who is at Burnley. Okay, you have players that are playing in Spain. For example, you have Piqué, who is at Espanyol in Spain. Okay, there is the Bakambu. That one is at the Real Betis. Okay, so I mean, if you look at the type of players that are there in the DRC squad, I mean, these are players that would not be that would not feel intimidated, if I may put it that way, playing with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and so on and so forth. Because I'm a Kumana now. Okay, I'm a Kumana now. Okay, so this time around, I think Africa, where we are going, will be able to challenge for the title because I've seen
this the 2026.
Not this one might not be. It might not be this one, but where we are going, we'll be able to reach there because previously the likes of Wan-Bissaka would not come to play for DRC. Okay, they would choose either England or any other European country.
But it's like they are like they chose
you see, but now I'm seeing that there is a growing interest of these African players wanting to play for their own countries. Okay, we talked of Ghana, Semenyo. Semenyo can play for any other country in the world, but he's chosen to go back home and play for his country. Okay, so
okay, hold on. Let me. They have been dropped elsewhere, and then they say, okay, I have a second home.
Who has dropped Semenyo? Who has dropped Wan-Bissaka? I mean, it's okay. Sometimes it's a choice. Sometimes it's choice. But of course, we have had instances where probably they have been dropped. They feel they do not have a chance to play in those European countries, and therefore they would choose to go back home. We have had such instances. But we have also had instances where players would actually choose. The likes of Jeremy, not Jeremy, the other brother, Prince, who went to play.
But Prince is the same thing that I've just said. Prince was not called to team in Germany, so he said, I'll go to Ghana.
Of course, but I mean, after
he would have, played for Germany.
Yeah, of course. But we have also had instances where players have actually deliberately chosen to go and play.
France.
Of course. Actually, is it Mourinho? Mourinho is on the record to have said that if African players are to play for their countries, then Africa would be the powerhouse of football in this
Even the Brazil team, it's full of Africans. So the issue in the France.
Fernando, these guys are saying Africa has won the FIFA World Cup.
From his country.
Through France.
Through France. Claude Makerere is a Congolese.
Golkan.
Yeah.
Claude Makerere is a Congolese. So he
Colomani is a Congolese.
He's a Congolese.
Yeah. Colomani is a Congolese.
So Africa has won the World Cup.
Africa. That's true. I can confirm that.
Okay. Yeah. So now, it's about the FIFA World Cup. I'm just going through the results. To Zikachitika, of course, in a moment we'll be letting go of Fernando as the builder, but just a quick comment. In a moment, we'll let him go. So, we'll look at these results. So, looking at the African teams. So, Sweden. Iragonjesa Tunisia 5-1, that is in the first round, and then Spain drew the Cape Verde 0-0, and then Egypt inafanana sompamvu the Belgium 1-1. And then we had Argentina thrashing Algeria 3-0. And then Tinalindi Portugal, the DRC 1-1. And then Tinazabweranso Sobanundi Maseramina South Africa and the Czech Republic. Amine Ajidiga, that's on Thursday at Teranso 1-1. And now those are my results. I mean the latest results of course and the Maiko Africa. So Fernando, quickly, because I know you want to go and do other things. How do you look at the performance, the overall performance of the African teams at the World Cup, and what are you expecting? I mean, at the end of the day, when we are going towards the knockout phases.
Yeah, thank you. I can say that Africans up to now they are performing very well. Although some of the African countries have been like they have lost, but I know that we might go far. Maybe 6 countries might go far. Maybe they will go because I have that faith that they will go far. Like for
apart
instance,
from DRC.
Apart from
which
DRC,
other,
I can see Morocco. I can see also Ghana. I can see Ivory Coast, and I can see, of course, even Algeria have lost, but I can see I still have hope.
Okay.
And which team? Senegal. Yeah. Even we have been disappointed, but I can see Senegal going very far. And the DRC.
One thing that I like about you is that you have not mentioned Tunisia. It's one of the teams that I don't put my hopes on. Yeah, Tunisia has been a disappointment.
I can go back to his points. If you don't support South Africa because of what is going on in their country, you have also you don't need also to support Tunisia because Tunisia and South Africa, they are the same. They also did something in their country.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why I did mention them.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Fernando, for coming through. Wish you all the best. I think we'll be calling you now and then to come give us analysis when it comes to the World, especially when DRC is playing. Of course. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I'm in the Fernando. I'm in the two Ndwaku DRC. His name is Fernando Nyembo. Nimamuza kuti Nyembo yokungo josako o wako maperunkika ko it is Nyemba. Kunoko kumalawi. So ndifamonti. So anyway, team lole kuti ajoge tipitirize ndi gome komanso pari chinyama. So we just take a short break. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Programming Sports Access, and this is the World Cup special for Zodiak Television. The 2026 FIFA World Cup imene kuchitikira ku USA, komanso Canada and Mexico. So we are analyzing many group stages akuyendera kumene ku FIFA World Cup. Now, chinthu china chimene mwina timafuna ndafunse makosanawa pamene tikulowa tsopano gawo lina ndilokhuzana ndi mmene the group stages are coming out, are panning out pakadali panopa. So we have seen maiko aku Africa akuchita perform many takambilana kunena kuti achita perform motere. But now let's look at my chances maiko Africa, starting with 1-1-1 kuti antwakale akuti tsatira bwino because we are analyzing the group. I'm starting with you, Gome.
Yeah.
South Africa yasera 2 games, anagonja game yoyamba and then yachiwiri afananiza mphamvu 1-1. Their next game is South Korea imene kuchokeranso kogonja ndi Mexico, yagonja ndi Mexico 1-0.
Yeah.
South Africa at all costs ikuyeneka kupambana masera amenewa for them to have a chance of reaching the knockout stages. Do you see them going through?
Well, very difficult for South Africa, but anything can happen. Ndaona kuti apanga improve game imene anasewera ndi team imene ya Shekia anasewera bwino kwambiri, and they nearly won that game. Especially towards the dying minutes of the game. Anakata kuwina game manager. So if they are to put up that kind of performance against South Korea, ndikuona kuti anything can happen. Akuza upeza kuti achita bwino, ndikupeza kuti atuka group. And in fact the group is open, because if you look at Mexico ndi imene yawina magames awiri. In fact panopo Mexico is the first team to qualify kupita ku knockout stages, round of 32. Another distance points. Now ndikuti apa wampikisano pakati pa teams awiri, because South Korea already they have got 3 points. All they need South Korea is a draw against South Africa. They'll have 4 points. Shekia, they don't have a point. I mean, Shekia, they also have 1 point.
Yeah.
Okay? Imene represent South Africa. What they need to win. South Korea just needs a draw. Shekia needs to win, and unfortunately Shekia, they are playing against the host Mexico. Okay, so
Mexico would want
being the host,
win,
obviously Mexico would want a 100% record.
Yeah.
But sometimes we know when teams have already qualified, sometimes they would feature my players just to give a chance to the other players as well. So we don't know if Mexico are to do that, then probably it would give a chance Shekia they can beat Mexico and probably qualify. So it's still open the group. South Africa still have a chance. They can still qualify to go to the next round.
Okay, so Pale, obviously we'll have Maganizo na Baghani Many Fuga. He has already said Ghani Okuzana in South Africa, but still to Mufuse, do you see South Africa the situation many to Kamba Zampila? This situation many I think do you see them progressing to Manoko stage?
Akoza, because performance yambirira ndi yachiwiri ikusiyana kwambiri. Because Garimena the first game and I never. One, in the atmosphere, hosts. 2, they were surprised that almost every black man is not supporting them. The guns is not affecting them. So we know when a game actually an Angolimban team. They wore a thick skin. Guys, if we are on our own, we are either sinking or swimming to the coast. So and I got the performance we know one bit. Mumpira Jose Zikachitika, I South Korea. Unfortunately, South Korea has got talent on its own. Ukaiona many and experience yao ikusiana kwa media of South Africa. And in South Korea it will be the first time because of Turugiratu. Ngatinga Turuki. Because Turugiratu it's the first time. So challenge ikuli many I now up for South Africa. Ndio akoza mimenya South Korea
comparing the two, do you think South Africa any chance?
No, I don't think it's got a chance because of South Korea, no way. Okay. It can't.
Now jumping to Group B, the FIFA World Cup, Kuli Switzerland, Canada, Qatar, Komanso, Bosnia, Herzegovina, sitting up on time for minimum to Gamba. We are looking at the African teams, but Switzerland, this group is way wide open because Switzerland, Canada is my host, but Qatar, the team, wow, surprise. My team also FIFA World Cup. So looking at the 4 teams that I've mentioned, Paris, Switzerland, Canada, Qatar, Bosnia, Herzegovina, which one do you think? We are in round 2.
Yeah, of course, my host was a winner. because of their home support. Komabe, Qatar and Switzerland have got an upper hand to win.
Okay.
Yeah, Switzerland is not a new boy on the block. Kamena Qatar in mena because madabona koma kanga tikupanga zampira ukayanga nziza. Mudati muone Qatar kunena kuza ku Middle East na Qatar kuliso Saudi Arabia kuli Iran kuli Iraq onseo utatu waone mene dziko lawo lilili kuti akumamenya sompira mene zilili apapo ndizo dabwitsa mbili just like mene DRC. It's got very good players koma the stability panyumba palibe. So I want to nena choti Qatar in this group can surprise me.
Okay. So Gome, let's jump to Group C. Mene kuli timu ya imene almost every African akonena kuti inaonetsa mpira wabwino kwambiri against Brazil. In this Group C, tili Morocco imene idafana na mphamvu ndi Brazil. They played to a 1-1 draw, and then Scotland imene kuchita bwino group imene fight Scotland inagonjetsa Haiti masero awo oyamba. But then do we see Morocco progressing to the next stage? Looking at many group ili kutengera kuti Brazil wounded soldiers, Scotland already they have pushed at 3 points.
Yeah, of course, but group B bonmangofuna ndi tsana ndi pare, because if you look at Group B mene ili panovo, it's obvious Switzerland and Canada have qualified. Because Canada yamenya mwankhanza Qatar 6-0. Switzerland yamenya mwankhanza Bosnia and Herzegovina. Is it 4-1? Okay. So these two teams panovo alibeso mayona kuda kuzo kupanga qualify. Obviously it's Switzerland and Canada qualifying going to the next round. But if you come to Group C, mene muli team ya Morocco ikaikumana ndi team ya Scotland. Okay. Scotland and surprisingly they're the group leaders. Probably maybe I'm not saying team ya Haiti. Imene ingati
Haiti ndijaima palasa bwando
punching boys. Mugrupu imene hii. So
anapita ku Confederation mu 2014 ku Brazil kujana kabisa ana kachapita kwa 10.
Kwa ana kana kunyanya goli kimoja. Kunyanya goli kimoja kwa timu ngira pakona
yeah, so Haiti imene ndi Madonna's group imene hii o mangopanga donate my points. So if you look at many panovo, obviously Brazil ine ndikumayona kuti Brazil Morocco still have a chance even in the game of the imene akusandi team ya Scotland. Imene akusandi team ya Scotland. Morocco still has an upper hand, so I'm still giving a chance to Morocco. Okay. It can still go all the way mwina mpaka kuma knockout stages.
Now let's jump to Group E. Minimum Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, Komanso, Curacao. Kumbogirani kuti Germany idagonjesa Curacao. The game imene yadulusa zigoli zochuluka kwambiri ku FIFA World Cup so far imene ya Germany ndi Curacao. Ifa unali timu ya zigoli 7. As not of course Curacao managed kugwedezanso ugonde inatera 7-1. Of course the other one inali pakati pa Ivory Coast ndi Ecuador. Ivory Coast inapambana 1-0. So Germany has 3, Ajamata Ivory Coast alindi 3. So which means it's now the battle yonena kuti kuda amene angamalize ndi points ochuluka ndani between Germany and Ivory Coast. Gome, here we are. I think Ivory Coast team imene inapanga so impress kwambiri the African continent with their performance against Ecuador. A team imene so imachita boast some of my players abu no kwambiri osela mu EPL including ena odali ku Chelsea ndikina kuteo.
Yeah, of course. So game imene imaonika kuti ndiyovuta kwambiri mu group imene iyi kumbali ya Ivory Coast ndi Ecuador ndi Germany. Now mena imenya Ecuador asiba samayona kuti apanga qualify kupita ku knockout stages because the next game of course kuma team ya Germany which is going to be tough, I know. But even if they lose against Germany they'll still beat Curacao because
almost on Gama points in Dominic.
Yeah, group we don't know points. Curacao. In fact, it's their first time to go to the World Cup and the Kaziku Kakangono.
150,000.
Basi anabwera na yeye.
Yeah, you know, basi zama
basi
but yeah, so Ivory Coast obviously our Ivory Coast they'll still qualify to go kuma group stage.
Yeah, even if they were number 3 but they'll still qualify.
No, but they'll finish second.
Right.
They cannot lose to Curacao.
We also have timu ya Tunisia mu group F kumene muli Sweden, Japan, Netherlands komanso Tunisia. So Sweden ndimene kutsogolera have got 3 points in this group, and then Japan has got 1, Netherlands has got 1, and then our team from Africa, Tunisia, they are on 0.
Sawa sanga wine bocho. sangawini. Group E, I think they were unfortunate they were being paired with heavyweights. Chifa Japan, you so many individuals.
Yeah.
It's a very tough team.
That's the next game.
That's the next game. That's a very tough team. It's unfortunate, but it's Team Africa, which we needed to support, Koma Netherlands, Japan. These two challenges and the talent minutes in Netherlands.
Okay. Now, of course, we'll continue analyzing the groups FIFA World Cup. Just quickly, we still have my programs. I mean, like on Monday, we're also going to look at the African teams. Perform for FIFA World Cup. So we are going to stop there. Kumbali okuza nandi my groups FIFA World Cup because Zambiri.
But I just wanted to mention this second round of games are very important, very crucial. They will determine whether my team will qualify to the knockout stages or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So they are very, very crucial games, as we've seen already with South Africa. They have, of course,
they were almost out.
They were almost out, but at least they have put themselves in a situation where they can qualify based on minimum games or any. But this second round of games, the main advantage to change. DRC, of course.
The second game,
yeah, they'll be playing against Colombia. Colombia have won convincingly, I think 3-1. 3-1 against Uzbekistan. Yeah, so
Uzbekistan. DRC Uzbekistan is a winner. Itangodi amenya Colombia or a savage draw. They will qualify. Whatever the case is.
My best loser.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Portugal, the way they had crafted defending Ronaldo.
I'm using a low block.
Low block and the Ronaldo agama gundampira atatu anzungulira kaya.
Cabo Verde.
So
Cabo Verde is another team. Cape Verde.
Cape Verde inaona ngati the first game. Yes, it played so well. But group imenali kuti akamenya ndi Uruguay. It meant to be very, very tricky. For the Uruguay yadzwakali the strength of Cape Verde. So ngati Sajita.
Yeah, you think Spain did not know the strength of Cape Verde?
They did.
They have played this
no,
yeah, my friend Remages. Cape Verde domina 3-1, 5. The same Spain.
Yeah, so they knew.
No, I think I'm going to team imenya. That's what I'm saying. Team garuma imenya, umapita ndi team oderera. Pamene pano Cape Verde zimene chitazija. Colombia kumeneri kundoti achajaga. It's like when you njoka yalowa nyumba mukambo maisaka imadzoti pano pandikasakidwa suta ndisiya wa moyo.
Okay.
Nayenso imachajira. So Cape Verde, if it can salvage a draw in this game, and then we are sure it would be the best loser because of Wednesday.
Yeah, but I wanted to say something right. I think there are quite a number of lessons. I mean, we're not to positive if you got to see Malawi. Because to make my ambitions are cool, right? When I go to find me at the Africa Cup of Nations, to find me at the World Cup time to Macau, Sidambu, Goody Eye, I couldn't catch World Cup again in 2022. I think I was in Jakarta. Timmy at the World Cup and so on and so forth. But if you look at Timmy at you look at these teams, African teams, I mean, World Cup. The team they're almost at the same level. The team, I mean, Europe. Look at the squad. I've given an example. DRC squad. DRC league yao ni yampamvu gali. Kula jina tipi mazembe kula jina ndani kumene kujapo. But none of their local players are World Cup kucha. It's all on sale our foreign-based players okauka. Matimu amena kusewera akula okauka. Look at South Africa. South Africa, yes, chabu no sema mbili ndia Congo. Sundowns. But if you look at Sundowns ni timu yona good.
They are current African champions.
They also need commodities.
Si timu ya masewera yai. Okay? Si timu ya masewera. But muliso ma players ena menemo. Ena umenya kupoju ko ajina ndani, akumenya Foster, akumenya kubani and so on and so forth. Look at the Morocco. Look at Tunisia. Okay? Look at Senegal. Look at Cabo Verde amendu kumunenai. Look at all these teams.
Morocco is now
if we need to draw some lessons. Ngati tukufuna kuti timu yathu ijachire bwino. Chifukwa timakhala expectations oduluka. Ati frames ipita kutiko. Maplayer aujikana ku Zimbabwe. Ku Zimbabwe aphunzirako chani. Ku Zambia aphunzirako chani. Ku Mozambique aphunzirako chani. Okay? So issue takati kumanena ya export strategy. Ma player atuwa. Atiye ndipeze njiyena kuti akapezeke matimu akulu. Ka Europe kwa apiteko ku Europe kwa kamenye. akapeza experience kumene
koma akamenya depart
okay apite ndithu akamenya matimu
Akamenya timu yake.
tindi ma players abwino kodi chimene chikumafuna masiku ano chani okay
Gome.
koma izizi zona kuti tisibwera pano mwena kuti yayi timu ipite kwa komwe panopo mukaiona timu ichi timu meja kwa AFCON ipita imenechi
Yeah, let's be realistic.
so let's look at the teams mena kuchita bwino
let's-
those are some of the lessons to draw pale
First tikane na
Matimu amene achita bwino.
matimu amene apita ku World Cup tizichita stretch kwambiri Chifukwa-
because these are the very same teams zikapita kwa AFCON wait a minute
Tiyambira pa AFCON kuno.
de matimu ake ndomwewo atu ndomwewo atu
Ndona
akwa
kuti matimu osapita ku World Cup awawo apita palibe chimetinga ichi.
they are the same players ka
Come on, we are meeting them.
we are meeting
Like,
them
For example,
Egypt
is
is
there.
not
Wait a
removed
minute. I think mukuyankha tu mwansana nisana yanko.
Yes.
We are meeting them. We can't beat them now with the group of players we do
see
have.
that's what we are saying we need
So,
the
So, but ndipitilize tukuyankha.
Continue.
So ifeyo ngati tikufuna titiyambe kuwina, let's to be too ambitious. Even utati muone with due respect to our local coaches. Do we have coaches that can transform these players? But cannot atenge
ikwakanika super league yomwe what I say pale
But I think
Pare.
what you're saying, you are agreeing with him.
ineyo iwe pale
kuti-
uzikaonera training ya matimu ya super league ukozomva chisoni
mafuna ndiyankhule naye.
11 mwangoyala makoni
So he agrees with me.
Munaona kuti 11.
So I said good. He
buti
agrees.
tamapita
You
uzikaonera
are
training
agreeing, mugone
He
mufana.
agrees with me kuti ndikudaboda kumantusati kama yankhula. Ifeyo choyambirira technical team so even a technical with due respect to them. But standard ya Malawi onse wandabwino. Muone minutes bina jita.
siyabwino akuti unongera mpira
Standard ya-
ndiyabwino ndebwezi mpira watu standard yake ili imene iyi pale
Okay, we are going to take a
Ubwino
short
wake uli
break.
pati.
We are going to take a short break Masanga and Sanga because we have now crossed over to the local scene. Timafuna titero nditu tachitako the World Cup analysis, the group stages. Now tingokamba kupangono zokhuza na ndi dziko lino. We've got one story to do with Farm and Super League of Malawi, then kenako we call it a day. So tingo chita nditu mopuma pangono yabe and then we'll be back after this. Welcome back. Tivirize Tobano. Tasun tatajoga ku the World Cup. We are now ku stage yokuzana ndi the local things. Tikulowa Tobano ku kani yokuzana ndi the Football Association of Malawi komanso the Super League of Malawi. Amenewa aitanitsanapo ku mlandu umene ukuchokera pa nthawi imene Super League of Malawi inkafuna kukhazikitsa the FDH Bank Premiership pabwalo la Kamuzu kumene kuti ku Blantyre. Kumbukirani kuti pakayeneka kuchitika masewero apakati pa timu ya Mighty Wanderers amene ndi ma defending champions, the current champions ampira kuno ku Malawi makamaka the Super League akayeneka kusewera ndi Karonga United. However, Farm nthawi imeneyo inalisa napange certify bwalo la Kamuzu kuti litha kuchititsa masewero. Panali zokambirana zimene zinachitika mpaka nkhani inakafika ku nduna wa za masewero, the minister was there, koma at the end of the day masewero sanachitike. Farm inachita insist kuti ayi bwalolo siloyeneka kuchititsa masewero, ndipo pano ayitanitsa Super League of Malawi kuti tabwerani tikumane pa msonkhano wapadera ndipo takutsekulani milandu iyi, ndipo afotokoza milandu imene bungwe limeneli alipatsa ndiwerenga mu Chingereza kuti failure to take appropriate steps to prevent infringements of farm statutes, directives and decisions contrary to Article 3 of the Sulum Constitution, failure to comply fully with duties arising from statutes, regulations and decisions of farm contrary to Article 16p of the Farm Statutes, and failure to support farm in the prevention of all methods or practices which might jeopardize the integrity of matches or competitions or give rise to the abuse of association football contrary to Article 3J of the Farm Statutes. So Kani and many kuzana ndi so we are no longer analyzing the FIFA World Cup but
Yeah, so
yes.
Well, mugaza tunena kuti kwa agenda yao ikusonyeza jana. Sababu hapa tuza kuti suspension or expansion of a member. That's number one. Or I think I mean a dismissal of a member of a body or Sulom is answering 5 counts. I don't know, rumena go aitana Sulom kapena aitana a member. chifukwa mmene kuonekera papa it's like kuti
What do you mean ukataitana? Mr. Solomon the member of farm.
koma agenda weyo zimene kunena agenda kunena kuti chani expansion or of a member. Which member now?
A member, Solomon.
Or Sulomo, yo? What's a member of Sulomo?
A member, Solomon is a member of farm.
Okay, so okay, then let's take it from there.
Okay.
I did expand as in dissolving it, because we really need to understand. Completely Sulomo Sikalapo. That's what we want to understand, the language. Because Google spoke at your time. Kapina kapanga recommendation kuti ipite ku AGM. Akangoyankha milandu. So ukamayankha milandu sumaikiratu so judgment. So judgment
isi judgment
the judgment bwana. Yanena kuti
kodi mukamapita kusonkhano akakupasani ma agenda aja misi tukakambirana zakuti.
Unena zokambira koma ukamapita ku court.
They're going to discuss this issue.
Yeah, apita ku court. Disciplinary kukambirana msatinamizi.
Okay, now I want us to discuss kunena kuti from zimene zinachitika nthawi manager kufikira stage of farm now they have proceeded kuita.
This is a correct way of doing it.
Yeah.
Yonena kuti zose zinakwika kwina kuti aitanane pamodzi. Nangodabwa kuti akututana onsewo mpaka nokakhala kumangoja. Yet this is the same office usamkhala farm ngoja. Ndi office yabwino akozangoitana nonse ambiri ali mblant amumuja ndokambira, but they have chosen kukakhala but it's their choice. Kuti akozakambirana kuje kumangoja. Now it's a father son situation. Imina akakambirana apa mwana iwe ndo samva mwina suja sima masiku awiri kapena lero usambisa madzozi zirazi ngati zakatukula ndo zipita ukatsese zingati zimene zichazo. So akakambirana in this. That's why manena kuti akamanena kuti suspension or expansion iyo ndekuti apereka kale judgment pali zinthu ziwiri kuti either amuchita suspend or amuchita ine mona ngati akuchula a member akuchula individual but you have clarified kuti akunena za
member wa farm.
So at this disciplinary, these actions can't take place.
Okay.
This is
they're just discussing about
recommendation from this disciplinary action to the AGM,
okay,
which farm sits, and then akaona articles our constitution zikalawika what do we do?
But you agreeing with the farm
to avoid future occurrences. Chifukwa zikoza kuteka kuti ngati hii mwana suna mlangi munazona mkawenga Bible. If you read the Bible, I think Samuel, second Samuel, David analikirira zina zimanachita mwana Amnon sana mlangi. You know what happened? Ubale wake Absalom wanamupawa chipanyira naona ndala sana mlangi ndiza mlanga ndi.
Okay.
So our farm secretary I see Zikachitika disciplinary action. A national divisions that are happening what will happen. A youth theater that what will happen. So they really need to do these things. But the Bakafunike need to say, okay, let's unveil the corporation anala kwanoni ndani because institution in there kamina mandates. So you because I digress with okay. I think you end up only good panton say. Because you insist on this, if they can go to that extent, I would agree with them. You made this mistake, maybe that person should be penalized. Because I still
not that Solomon, but for example, if you have got Mungarote, Amabanga act on behalf of Solomon.
Exactly. Let's now unveil. Okay, the president was Solomon sits in the executive farm. You see there. Now, Solomon, you president Kalambalit. On this other part, I know discipline and Masanka Guru, the medical bange, now, if the farm as a mother, Makambirana Jan, Kumenaguja, no, the president of Mainoka, but I'm an interest in my Nokjogam. This is a good decision that farm has taken to discipline them, and then we'll see how they're going to do. Also, very many or you can unveil, go further to say, Abuj, you went far. I think you made this very grave mistake. Next time you do these things, this is what we're going to do. All we are doing is that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Gome, ngani many of course taikambira nawo kwanthawa etali and him actually anachita kunena kuti ndikudabwa kuti mpaka nthawi kupita Solomon sakuitana. So here we are farm yatulutsa tiona kuti atsegulira milandu titewa.
Yeah, of course. Achedoka mbiri. Kufamu koso cha pempe. Azipanga zinthu zawo mwachangu. Nkhani mpaka anthu tinafika boyi walaka. amadikira chani nthawi yonse. What were they waiting for? Okay, issue ikachitika within 24 hours asegulireni anthu milandu. Ngati anthu atopa kumene kwena they are failing to work, fire them. But anthu ambirimbiri ona kuti mpira amautsata. Anthu amene akanika kugwira ntchito yawo ndani? I mean, who is supposed to come up with these counts and everything? Amadikira chani nthawi yonse. Because when an issue has happened, there are people that are working there at the Football Association of Malawi. People must be working. Osati mpaka 2-3 months ndikumabwera ndi ma issues ngati amene wawo. Anthu titayiwala kale kuti chinthu chinachitika. So if people are tired, I mean, but anthu ambiri ona kuti mpira amautsata,
cannot act without consulting the board. The board
so the board also ngati anthu atopa achokeko. Ngati anthu atopa achokeko. Because this is issue inachitika liti. Ndingokuona kuti zinthu zizikuchedwa kwambiri. Tikuona ndi mmene anthu zikuchitikira maiko anzathu. And panopo meetings you don't need to meet physically every time. You can meet virtually and discuss an issue. Okay? So zinthu panopo ziko likuenda mwachangu. Tisamachedwesani iya izi zochedwesana izena tinayiwala taonani. Okay? Koma ndinene apa ndikuzaindi pale. Apale akuti mwana mmamwitana ndi akuti mmamuta matamuza kuti suja masiku awiri suja masiku atatu
malingana ndi mmene kulakira kwake
komazo call limene kuti iwe kuyambira lero siwe mwana wanga iwe
zomwe practices zingateke
iwe siwe mwana wanga ya yendera yapo
now chilungamo chencheni kuti tufuna tirange
now
we are supposed to tirange president wa Sulu
now okay adikira nitu
for me
ndedikira na president also mugafusa akuza na kuti baliso yena amene
kuti mwalephera kulanga kulela mwana
so not ma accomplice
mwana ine mjoba
mavuto wali mkati momo insubordination yokuyambiraso mkati momo nkumatukira kumapita
so mundu ngakhala tsogolera kapena call ukanene kuti si ine koma ndi mesa umabwera patsogolo ndikuzipereka
ndiweyo
ndineyo
yeah ndekuti so call iso akwena kuti azitsina nake yeah or not even koma kwena iso azitsina nake chifamwe ana ufuntha aso mkatimu tikwazi waso maina awo tikoza kwatchula pano ana ufuntha kwambiri
sitinabwera kuzachula maina
pa koma tiyamikire bunge la Football Association achedwa kuti ayamikire anyway apanga zimene amene upanga kuma achedwa kuti Solomon ngeno ali yankhe milandu izi zinakamba kale kuna kuti zimene anapanga Solomon zija ndi zinthu zosayenera yayi that was zinthu zochitisa manyazi kwa zinasokoneza zinthu zambirika kuma Solomon mpira wa miyendo anaita na anduna kumene kuja anduna drove all the way from Lilongwe kupita kumene kuja kupita pa stadium paja kungokhala pachapa I mean embarrassing the minister okay Sulom chifukwa cha makani ya Sulom the minister was embarrassed apart from that my sponsors they spent money pacha chifukwa cha makani ya Sulom awiro zoti malamulo ampira kulesa izi za kutani kuma makani anthu amakani zinapanga cost mpaka sponsorship until basi no kuchondelera chanchani and the sponsor came back okay so chipwirikiri chose just chingangopita chimene chijaji popanda anthu ena kuti apa sidwe zilango yayi they need to be punished kumpira kulibe democracy kumpira kulibe zachibwana zomwe inu maona FIFA mene mapekera zilango mucha
kaya lepereka zisango inu vile
ikirani komano kani mapereka so easy zikona zikitike na vanthu akumanena ayi akuti Sulo mu constitution yawo inaba samphamvu yokuda kuzomapanga club licensing yoka kuzomapanga club licensing so zikusiyana ndi farm so farm inapeka Sulo mu ilikale ni mphamvu zopanga club licensing the farm yoso izibwerapo patipo hayi Sulo mu kuti ikirani ndikuze tu iwe takhala chete wayankula pale akuti Sulo mu kuti ite constitution yawo akuti Sulo mu kuti ite constitution yawo imanena kuti ma members ndamene akwena kutesa bungwero farm singateze Sulo akulu
yeah that's a constitution
who is a mother body
no that's even mother body
data mverani
yeah even mother body
the farm
you singatete
who created Sulo
it's not farm
okay
it's not go back
can you have Sulo without farm
no you can
azipanga jana Sulo
no wait a minute
azipanga jana Sulo yeah ndendika ndikufuse
mina mapanga
creation
ndendika ndikufuse
member zizosia
ndendika ndikufuse ali yesa amene akupanga zampira zampira timanena kuti jana timanena kuti association football
yes
it's Football Association Malawi mwina ngatafuna zikaendesa socials chana
what is your point? What is your point?
Tukamba za association football.
What is his point? Akuzungulira.
Football association.
Kuti atani.
So there is no way ungana akuti Sulomu, akuti farm singa test Sulomu. High farm.
Yeah, it's in there.
Law yandani. Ya farm.
Ya farm.
Patipo.
Ukawalinga constitution because
law ya farm yake
ndete kuuze tunanga.
Law ya farm. Tikugamba
kuuze kwa constitution ya.
Sono munakatuza munakati mufuna kukameza constitution. Chifukwa easy zili mu constitution ya Sulomu. Sisi mu constitution ya farm. So ndufuna kuti iwe umpese.
Mfandi kuuze no za Sulomu za farm.
Sulomu ndi mwana wa farm. There is no way farm ingakanika kukhala ndi mphamvu pa Sulomu. Even if
what is your point?
Okay, what's your point?
No, tell us, what is your point?
No, my point is kuti Football Association of Malawi is not at the same power with Sulomu. Sulomu ndi mwana wa farm. And farm has absolute powers in as far as football is concerned in this country. What Sulomu does is delegated powers. Okay? Kuna kuti inuyo tiende sereni koni gawo ili la mpira. So there is no way Sulomu mungamane that is Sulomu singa ili ndi mphamvu zopanga club license.
Who says that?
Therefore farm singa bange izi and so on and so forth.
Who has said that?
So
ndamfusa kuti one is bezo.
One in nine.
Zili mu constitution mwawo.
Yeah,
zili mu constitution mwawo.
Yeah.
Tukanga na constitution.
Yeah, go. Chamno pondo yankula.
So yeah, kwanza wanena ndi awo. Awaona kuti farm singa test Sulomu.
Yes. Unless it goes back to the AGM,
AGM yemakaya. AGM yandana.
Go hold on, pale, unless what?
Farm has got to go to AGM to amend its own constitution. Imene naika chimene chijaji chifamu chisulomu chija ikachita amend.
Amendment yekalionena kuti
tikuchotsa. Otherwise panopa singa chotsa. Malingana ndi constitution ya farm.
So the only way farm can dissolve or do anything with Super League of Malawi kuti sakale. It has to go to AGM.
AGM, that's
it. Jani mene ya farm mene kunena kuti singa test.
Mulipeze panya ndikubasa.
Yo samadi ndinamize panopo ya. Yo. Samadi ndinamize panopo ya.
Bali buitire gezere pamene.
Samadi ndinamize panopo ya.
Ndi ufulo pita ukaona farm uje.
Koma.
Apeze ndibaje. Sasa kutondela finance.
So fulo ndirakuti. Tikwati ndikamaya mvu.
Asi ya fund number. Hai panopona karaje. Panopona karaje.
The constitution says.
Panopona karaje.
Okay, the constitution says. Right? The constitution says. The constitution says.
Okay, just like many farm in Nigeria and the referees and the coaches.
Yes.
Because they were dissolved, not necessarily dissolved, but
removed from using their constitution.
It's delegated powers. How can you dissolve?
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And see Uganda would say delegated was it's there. Koma tunena nonkhani kayo pasa discipline farm has got that right. Has got koma nkhani yoti kamukoza kuchichotsa chimeja.
It's only the AGM.
It's only the AGM.
Yeah, kaya. Nanga ndeme AGM nde farm yo.
Okay.
So what are you talking about? Koma supari. Koma ene
tikumali zada but take a program.
Yeah, koma ene it's good kuti mina na
chipa kona ngati ndikufamu akakhala kuti before because all these affiliates have got to go there and agree. Because McClark they've got to go there. Sulomu have got to go there.
No, they are not. No.
Right, but they are represented by Sulomu.
Yes.
So what are you talking about?
Okay, pale, I'm just saying
because Sulomu ikamapita ku farm, it's got to take zimene maklaba akwa. That's being represented.
Yeah, not club akakale.
No, I'm not saying club akakale.
Okay.
Their minds have got to be represented in there through Sulomu. So these are 8 people that are going to go there.
Yeah, koma ndikuizane ndi pale kunena kuti it's true kunena kuti farm imene andithu kuti ipangepo kanthu because akalekelera isisi ya farm ndekuti tikubwesa chipwirikiti kumpira. Okay? Farm will no longer be respected because Football Association of Malawi is a motherboard of football in this country. Okay? And when aliyesa mena kuendesa mpira gawo linali losera mpira, they are doing that on delegated powers from the Football Association of Malawi. Therefore akuyena kuti azimvera zimene farm ikunena. In fact nkhani sikungomvera zimene farm ikunena koma tisatire malamulo akumpira kumene so Sulomu, yes, if there are penalties, penalties and my videos, it's the association and
thank you so much, Henry Gome, program Sports Axis Command so it's always a pleasure to have the two of you program Sports Axis. Of course, Sports Axis and the World Cup special for Zodiak Television.